Hi everybody, hope you're well. I'm doing a quick live about the importance of showing up. Yeah, and why showing up is like 90%, 70%, like the big chunk of the work. One second. And yeah, why showing up is just so important. Yeah, because we can spend so much time in this like indecisive place of like, should I break up with the boyfriend? Should I not break up with the boyfriend? Should I leave my marriage, stay in my marriage? Should I leave my job, stay in my job? All these like decisions. We live in a dual world, so there's always like the one and the two decision. It seems like there's many, but really it comes down to two. And it might seem so scary to make a choice because we don't know what the right choice is, right? Like, well, in like the retrospect or the future, we don't know what the future is. It's completely sometimes paralyzing for a lot of us to make decisions, right? And so a lot of us to resort to this really convenient strategy. Well, actually, it's not convenient, but this strategy of what I call fence sitting, which seems easiest because you don't have to make a choice, but in fact is the most uncomfortable one and gets us stuck. So, who here has experienced fence sitting at any point in time, like metaphorical or real? So if you have actually sat on a fence, you'd notice that it's quite uncomfortable to sit on a fence. And stepping out, whichever way, do I go left or do I go right? Paralyzing, so scary. But, at the end of the day, all decisions of showing up are the right decisions. No matter how hard it is, it's like, should I invest in this course? Should I invest in this coaching program or not? Is it too much money? Do I risk it? Do I not risk it? Maybe I'll just stay where I am and things will be good. Well, it's like you can stay where you are, but things are going to be as they are. The change is not going to come without action, right? And if you make a decision that is hard or is challenging, the only thing to do is to grow from that decision, and to understand why we make that decision, feel through it, what's driving us, and make informed decisions in the future. So I always invite people to make a choice, right? And there's always two types of choices in the world. It can seem like there's many, but there's always really kind of two. And they can be really classified as moving towards love or towards fear. Or, importantly, one way to look at it is moving towards consciousness or away from consciousness, right? And so whatever choices that we're making in an effort to move towards consciousness, right? The intention of moving towards consciousness, that is like this choice that will yield the greatest change, right? There's no right or wrong choices, but if we want things to be different, we got to do different things, right? And moving towards consciousness can be really risky, can be really scary because it forces us to feel these feelings that we don't want to feel, because the more we move towards consciousness, the more conscious stuff comes up to be conscious. This fear, anger, sadness, these places that are really uncomfortable that consciousness forces us to look at, which is why medicine work is so powerful, and which is why I do that work as well. But at the end of the day, whatever choices that we make, no matter how big the risk is and how scary it is to move towards consciousness, step into those choices. You'll never be sorry you made those choices. You'll find out a lot about yourself, a lot about the people you relate with, and a lot about the choices that you make in your life, why you make them, and what is the power to make choices more aligned with your intentions, your desires, your needs especially, and this conscious place of expansion of love. So don't be afraid to step off the fence. The fence is an incredibly uncomfortable place. Out of the three places of the fence, going left or going right, the fence is by far the most uncomfortable place, and it's the place where you don't go anywhere. You don't move anywhere, So move, take risks, invest in yourself, say yes to life. Don't be afraid to take that risk, to move in that way, to invest in yourself, to say yes to yourself, to your intentions and to your longings, no matter how, maybe I just stay here and see what happens, because that's inertia. That's what's been happening for all of these decades in your life, and nothing has changed. So if you want, deep, connected, fulfilling relationships where you don't have to give yourself away, where your needs are met, with you, where you're responsible for meeting your needs and get them met, show up for yourself. That's my little chat for today. Let me know what you think. All my love.